Greetings, women. I'm Ali, and I'm Josh, and welcome back to the Windmill for process. Are you triggered? Yes. By what? By the trigger. The trigger triggers me, and then I'm triggered. I'm not triggered. I'm triggered by the trigger that triggers. So, we don't know if Giovanna is triggered, or triggering, or just somehow related to triggers, whether they're mental triggers or actual triggers that you shoot stuff with. She's a triggering triggerer. That's really sending the word repetition joke as a notch too far. Too far is my jam. Yes, too far is his jam. I have jam. If only he was too far from me, but he's not. He's right here. But anyway, we're back with more Guilty Gear themes, Giovanna theme, another heavily requested one, and hype is all over the place. Alright. Are you ready? Yeah. Woo! Funky!
When you're holding the crush up under something, I love my choices. I could have quit. I am just too cold metal. I don't need fake. Keep it real. Keep it real. I get a good vibe. Keep it real. Keep it real. I wanna just be a trigger with a brutish impulse. Trigger, the silent preacher. Watch out, keep your hands up. Don't make a big deal out of me. Trigger, don't be curious about me. I don't want you to get hurt. Watch out, keep your hands up. Don't make a big deal out of me. Never mind. I'm dirty. Splash, splash, splash! Just to me, nobody's who puff on my feet. I know me fake. Keep it real. Keep it real. I get a good vibe. You know zombies don't live in hurt just like that. I don't need you.
Yes. I liked it. It was so cool. It was different. It was very different. It had the Saint Anger drum sound. I actually thought of Saint Anger too, but I don't think it really had the Saint Anger drum sound because it wasn't that hollow. Like, it's got that sort of toneless effect to it. I feel like the cymbals have tone, but the snare is very sort of empty sounding. So I really like that effect on the drums, and everything's kind of muffly about it. Like, they're usually kind of crunchy and chugging, these songs. Yeah. But this one, the guitars too are kind of funky almost. Yeah, and really playful and a bit like loose, I would say. The whole thing felt a bit like if the production would have been made a little bit worse, the whole thing would just fall apart. It feels like when you're with your friends at a party and you had a beer and a half a bit too fast and you're getting a little woozy and you start oversharing. Or singing off tempo. I wouldn't do that at a party with friends. Have you tried to get drunk enough to find out? Anyway, you get the point. I don't think I want to find out. Yeah. But that was really cool. My favorite bit is what we had in the bridge and in the outro where it starts saying trigger and it lands into the groove, because it being a more overall sort of, not atmospheric, but lighter song that's not as heavy. When the trigger part comes, it really hits. Yes. Then the font gets bigger. Yes. Also, her face turned green for the solo. Yes. She also had a very big green fluffer with a symbol on its forehead. Yes. I think she likes fluffers. Yes. I like fluffers too, but I don't think I would want to deal with her fluffer. The quote in the intro said something like, instead of looking to themselves, they blamed the beasts. Yeah, so she made friends with the beast. Yes. I like that. All the characters in this soundtrack, it's like, they all, if you listen to their themes, they all appear like good guys. Now, I don't know if they're all protagonists or some of them might be antagonists, but my sense is if you're letting someone talk about themselves, they will sound like a positive person and protagonist. Yeah. So I don't know if the themes are written about the characters or from the character's perspective. I think they're from the character's perspective by the way it looks. Because in that point you probably can't tell apart the villains. Yeah. Because they're also self-absorbed. She was fighting Nagoyuki at one point. She was? Oh. I like both of them. Why are they fighting? Because they actually not as good guys as their team make them sound. Because they're actually fighting each other. Probably. Like us. We're not fighting each other. I mean humans. Oh, humans. Yeah, humans are fighting each other. Let's not start talking about humans. This is supposed to be fun. Yes. So if you enjoyed this reaction, we greatly appreciate the likes and shares. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. With bells on. Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon. Yeah.